Hi everyone, happy Friday. I wanted to share with you guys all because over the last month or so, I've been going through a little personal journey and challenge. It's kind of an inner challenge that I've had, and I didn't really know how to handle it. I've been feeling a little bit burnt out, maybe just doing the same things over and over. And so that inner challenge that I've been having, I didn't really know what to name it, what it really was. And so I've been searching for that to see what's going on. And someone on Instagram, I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was, shared this book, Present Over Perfect. And it says, leaving behind frantic for a simpler, more soulful way of living. This book is rocking my world. First of all, that cover just spoke to my heart. I knew that this was the answer. This is what I needed to focus on, was being more present. And so I wanted to come on here and read to you. First, I'm going to tell you how I've been reading this book and the 3 oil blends that I have been using to essentially, I've been combining them to help me through this process of growth in this area. So I'm going to read this section of the book that I just found so enlightening. So it says, present is living with your feet firmly grounded in reality, pale and uncertain as it may seem. Present is choosing to believe that your own life is worth investing deeply in instead of waiting for some rare miracle or fairy tale. Present means we understand that the here and now is sacred and sacramental, threaded through with divinity, even in its plainness, especially in its plainness. Present over perfect living is real over image, connecting over comparing, meaning over mania. Present over perfect living is the risky and revolutionary belief that the world God has created is beautiful and valuable on its own terms, and that it doesn't need to be Zeused up and fancy in order to be wonderful. So I just wanted to read that just to give you an idea what this book is about. It is my story is in this book. And so I've been loving every second of it. I'm going slowly so I can absorb everything. But one thing I never thought I would do is combine my essential oils with my personal development reading. And when I did it, I thought, why in the world have I not done this before? And so I wanted to share with you guys these oils that I've chosen to do that with. And you might be surprised which ones they are. It's the Yoga collection. This is a brand new collection that was just released last month. It has 3 oil blends in here, and of course, it is meant for yoga practice, right? But I just was thinking, okay, I'm working on being more present. I'm working on living more simply and being present. So that's what these oil blends are doing when you are practicing yoga. So I thought, okay, let's do this. Let's try this in my reading time. So I'm going to share with you these 3 oil blends and share with you how I did that. So the first oil blend is called Anchor. This is a very beautiful blend. This is the first blend that you would put on in your yoga practice as you get started. This is the first blend that I put on as I'm sitting down to read. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's beautiful. So this is what I do. If you're new to the oils, pay attention. All I'm going to do is put a drop on the palm of my hand. Okay, just 1 drop is simple. Okay, this is already diluted with coconut oil. I rub it together and I just simply breathe it in. And then if you're doing a yoga practice, you're not going to have the bottle in your hands at all times, right? Because you're practicing. So, you can rub it behind your ears, put it where you're going to be getting whiffs of it as you're doing your yoga. And so I just smelled this before I started reading my personal development book. And so in this blend, Let me tell you what's in here. We have the lavender and cedar wood, frankincense, cinnamon bark, which I think is the most prominent in the smell, sandalwood, black pepper, and patchouli. Okay, so Anchor blend is specific for grounding you. It refines your capacity to listen to yourself, to what you're learning, and to be present in the moment. So who doesn't need that, you guys? I loved this. I had no clue that just smelling this before and during my reading time, that I would walk away feeling so much more fulfilled because I was able to focus on what I was reading. So that was really beautiful for me. So that's Anchor. That's the first one you would start with, whether you're reading or just having a day where you need that presence or that grounding, or you're doing yoga. Okay. The second blend is Align. Okay. These are really pretty labels, but they're metallic, so it's hard to get. There you go. Align. Now this is the second blend that you would use kind of mid yoga practice. And this is for when, you start yoga practice sitting down low, you start slowly, and then when you stand up to do more like a warrior pose, that's when you would want to smell your Align. And this is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is the one that's going to be centering. Okay, it's going to bring you back to the heart of things and remind you what you've accomplished so far. It's going to, when I'm reading, sometimes I'll just open it and smell it just to remind me that I am an accomplished person. Sometimes I'm hard on myself. So when I'm reading my personal development books, I get hard on myself. I'm like, man, I need to change, or, and it's just something that I get hard. I don't know. I feel guilty against myself, unfortunately. So this centers me. It brings me back to why I'm reading this book, what I'm trying to learn, so that I can, move forward and continue doing that. So I love just smelling this. Again, you could just put it on your palms and smell it. This one has bergamot, which is one that's really great for when you are lacking confidence, you need that self-acceptance. I love the bergamot. Coriander, marjoram, peppermint, geranium, basil, and guess what? Rose and jasmine oil. Rose and jasmine are very rare essential oils that just have extremely powerful emotional benefits to help balance your emotions. So in general, this blend is absolutely amazing. Everybody needs this blend in their life. And then the third blend, this is the one that I smell, even just from the bottle, at the end of my reading, because like I said, I get hard on myself that I need to make these changes. So this one has some citrus oils in here, which is why it's one of my favorite ones. I'm just drawn to citrus oils. The citrus oils are clarifying, they're very uplifting. So at the end of your yoga practice or the end of your reading, you want to smell this. Okay, uplift yourself, enlighten, brighten your spirit. I would suggest even putting it over your heart so that you're smelling it at the end of your practice. It has lemon and grapefruit. It also has Siberian fir, osmanthus, and melissa, which are great for easing feelings of sadness and overwhelm. And I'll tell you what, I often feel really overwhelmed when I finish reading my books because, like I said, I'm reading this slowly so I can take every thought in, because every chapter I've read, she is sharing my story. I can relate so deeply to a lot of the stories she's sharing. And then at the end, I'm like heavy. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what can I do to make this change? It's going to bless me. It's going to bless people in my life. And so by smelling the arise at the end, it reminds me I can. It uplifts me. So these 3 oils are really blessing my journey to attempt to be more present. I love them. So all 3 of these oils come in the yoga collection. But like I said, you use them with yoga practice, but You don't have to be doing yoga to enjoy these blends. I promise you that. They all three come in here, 50 PV. It's an amazing little set, really great Christmas gift that I would give to every woman I know, because we need self-acceptance in our lives. We need peace. We need simplicity, presence. And I just would love to give this to every woman in my life, to be honest with you. So thank you for hanging out with me. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them for you. Feel free to comment or message me directly, and we can set something up where I can help you learn more about how to use these blends with yourself as you go through your personal development, because they really are such a blessing to help you grow and be aware, but also to just love yourself, because that is so, so important. Thank you for hanging out for a while, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.